Hey, it's the Nerdy Sports Fan, and we're doing draft grades, and we're into the AFC South. Now, never understood why the Colts are in the South Division, but hey, they had to fit them somewhere, right? But yeah, we're going with the Colts. They had a huge amount of cap space, and nobody really understands why they didn't use it. But they're trying to build through the draft, and they've got a good track record in the draft. So, let's dive into what they did here. They traded out of the first round. So their first pick was number 2 in the second round with Rakya Sin, corner out of Temple. Guy's a thumper. All right, he's fantastic all-around talent. He will cover well. He will tackle well, and he's got a mean streak to him. He was rated as one of the top 10 overall toughest players on the team, and it showed. You watch his film, he's in on tackles with great technique all the time. So, great pickup and one of the better corners in this draft. Pick number 17 in the second round, they went with Ben Banogu, linebacker out of TCU. He's rated right around here, so it was a good value pick. He's not going to pop off the page or pop off the screen when you're doing any sort of research on him. Look into his stats, look into the film that he put out there. He just works, okay? He's a hard-working talent, and this might be a scheme fit thing, okay? They didn't play Tampa 2 style defense at TCU. They do at Indianapolis, and last year you drafted a second-round linebacker that nobody really had as being a phenom, and he ended up being the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Scheme fit matters. So I think Banogu is in that mold. He's not going to be a Darius Leonard. Okay, Darius Leonard is fan-frickin-tastic and one of the best linebackers in the league, but you're going to have yourself a very, very good starter who's going to show out better in the pros than he did in college. Paris Campbell falls to number 27, and they scoop him right up. Different points in the offseason, people, including myself, had Campbell actually going in the first round. He's talented, okay? He is very, very quick. He runs good routes. He was just on an extremely, extremely deep, overall talented team in college. So he doesn't have the stats that pop off the page, but if you watch his individual highlights, he is going to be a great addition across from T.Y. Hilton. Okay? He's never going to have to see a double team, probably his whole pro career, and that's going to be very, very beneficial. He's going to be a slot guy that gets open and does great things with the ball in his hands after the catch. Later on, pick number 25 in the third round, they got Bobby Okereke, linebacker out of Stanford. This is a very, very good pickup at this position. I had a second round grade on him. They got him in the third. Some people don't like his instincts, but personally I thought he was a very, very heady player. He didn't have a lot of defensive talent surrounding him at Stanford, so he had to make sacrifices in order to do what he could to keep that defense together. And heads up kind of guy. I think he's going to be a starting linebacker for this team long term. And actually, you probably got your 2 other starting linebackers outside of Darius Leonard in this draft. So I think he's a great addition. He'll be a special teams and depth player at first and will develop very well with this team. Kari Willis, safety out of Michigan State. He's rated right around here. There were multiple other safeties available that could have also been picked up around here. But again, this is probably a scheme fit sort of thing. Willis will work well in a Tampa 2. He's a much better zone than man coverage. Much better at pass coverage than he is at coming up and tackling. Excuse me. It's a scheme fit sort of thing, and I think he's going to be solid for this team. Marvell Tell, safety out of USC, I think is a bit of a luxury for this position. They've addressed defensive secondary at 3 different positions to this point, but Tell was definitely rated better than where they drafted him. So yeah, evaluation sort of pick. He'll be a contributor immediately on special teams and immediate depth. I think overall the draft, including the later on picks that they had in the 6th and 7th round, were good for them. Value matched where they got him at, and they have a great track record, so there's no reason to think that they didn't do their homework on these guys. I just really would have liked to see the Colts do more in free agency, or possibly keep that first round pick and go after somebody like a N'Keal Harry. But overall, I give the draft a B because they addressed needs with good talent at the positions in the draft that they had.